see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Hall. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it. Body.
Yeah, he's not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Nolan. Rushes on him. And And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Bears want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stakes.
Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Looking left. And that one's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Touchdown Bears! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The give to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Extra point here will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Power football with the run. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last
To
play.
the air. It's Hall. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Quick strike complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And
nice job on second down. Maybe expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Snap it to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And that's one of the challenges the option prevents. They stretch you from sideline to sideline.
There's a lot of different ways, Reese, this running back is going to get involved in this game. Yeah, we're going to see him run between the tackles, but they've got a lot of creative ways they can get him out on the perimeter to try to use his speed, and the option play is one of them.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Hall. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From his end zone, trying to loosen up the speed. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
They're going back to the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what protocol and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Scanning the field, it's Hall. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking to pass. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pocket breaking down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking downfield, it's Hall. Makes the grab. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Gamecocks! They take the lead with the 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a man. It's Hall. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're...
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 28 over USF. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Nolan. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Score on special teams.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to run it, and he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab along the right sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hall. Uncorks one. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, you felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Makes him talk to the hand. Ran right through the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Gamecocks have moved it inside the 20. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Hall. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking downfield, it's Hall. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the bad news is you didn't come away with a touchdown there, but the good news is you didn't turn it over. You're in field goal range here. You have the opportunity in the 4th quarter to now take the lead.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Got a man, it's Bennett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it off! And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game,
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hall. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a tremendous wave for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. That was fun. And it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that